Today is World Autism Day, which is all about raising awareness of a condition that affects more than 200,000 Aussies. Emma found out more about it.
Imagine it's your first day of school and you really want to make some new friends. But as hard as you try, you just can't connect with and understand the other people in your class. That's sort of what it's like for some kids with autism spectrum disorder. ASD affects the brain, so it's wired a little differently to other people. You can't catch it, people are born with autism, and everyone's different.
That's why it's called spectrum, because it's like a rainbow. Everybody is different and unique. It might affect how you look at somebody's face and understand what they're saying, how you interpret body language, how you say something, how you don't say something, what language and words you use.
Sometimes people with autism don't like things to change, sudden noises, or being touched without warning. But they can also be really smart and know a lot about certain areas they're interested in.
You may be really, really interested in something and want to tell somebody about it all the time. You might want to do that particular thing to the exclusion. That means instead of anything else, but we can't always do that.
World Autism Day is all about helping people to understand what ASD is and how they can help people who have it to feel included and to get the most out of life.
Now, to talk a little bit more about that, I've got Vaughan with me in the studio. How you going, Vaughan?
Good, how are you?
Good. Now, you have autism spectrum disorder, don't you?
Yes, yeah.
And what does it mean in your case?
It's pretty much learning things over and over and over again, like a completely different mind. Like, normal kids would learn something in a week or so, but I would learn it in 10, 20 minutes, give or take. But that's the good side. Sometimes there's bad sides where sometimes we overthink things. Like, overthinking is pretty much all the time, but we kind of overthink that and then we kind of panic, and sometimes if we see too much information or something we don't like, it kind of buzzes us out.
So it's got like positives and negatives?
Yeah, a lot of positives and negatives.
What are some of the positives?
Being able to think extremely quickly, being able to talk really quickly, learning stuff faster, being able to multitask. Like, instead of having to learn to multitask, you pretty much be born with it.
So is there something that you'd like other kids to understand more about autism?
It's not a curse. The person who has it is not a freak. They're just different. They just have a certain way of learning stuff, and they're pretty much brainier than you. They would learn 8 languages and you would only learn a 2nd one.
Oh, that sounds like a really handy thing to have.
Yeah.
That's a really good message. Thank you so much for being with us, Vaughan.
It was a pleasure being here.